It has felt like an eternity for one family who has been waiting at Mayo Clinic for 200 days for a heart transplant for their 5-year-old daughter, but they still have a lot of hope even as so much time has now passed. KIMT News 3's Sam Cavone spoke with the family earlier today. So Sam, what can you tell us about Evelyn?
Yes, Ryan. The little girl in the photos you see behind me is 5 years old Evelyn. Her mom described her as a spicy little girl who loves all girly girl things like skincare, dancing, and singing. But as she waits for a new heart, she does not get to live the normal childhood life that most kids do. In fact, this is considered her normal, as this is all she knows.
Complete gut punch, like you just expect your child to be healthy, and I was faced with reality right away. My husband and I were, and we just said, we're gonna get through this and we're gonna trust the doctors to help us.
Kelly and Ross Otto found out at their 20-week ultrasound that their daughter, Evelyn, would be born with a congenital heart defect called atrial ventricular septal defect. This means none of the chambers in her heart developed correctly.
Really the most common defect in babies, so we knew that we were in good hands.
This has become 9 open heart surgeries, heart blocks, mitral valve replacement, and cardiac arrest during all of these surgeries. Evelyn was diagnosed with severe heart failure and dilated cardiomyopathy and found out she needs a heart transplant, which brought her to Mayo Clinic.
And since we've transferred down here, we've seen a huge improvement in her mental health, her care, just everything across the board. And we're extremely happy with Mayo Clinic and waiting for her gift.
Mom, Kelly, says Evelyn has made friends at Mayo and gets to have playdates with them, something she was not able to do at the previous hospital.
She's made friends in the hospital. She has little playdates with the other kids in their rooms.
Kelly also says the child life at Mayo helps Evelyn with weekly activities and gives her something to look forward to.
I also give her something to look forward to every week, and I think that helps. Instead of waiting, thinking 3 months, 4 months in advance, I'm giving her weekly things to look forward to, so that time doesn't seem to be taking so long for her.
What is the most fun thing at the hospital right now?
Probably all the things.
You like doing all the things?
Yes.
What kind of things do you like to do?
That's all of them. I don't know. I just don't really know. All the fun stuff are in my room are really fun.
Alyssa Kiefer has been a family friend for a long time and jumped at the opportunity to help volunteer with the fundraising for Evelyn's heart in partnership with the Children's Organ Transplant Association.
100% of what gets donated to CODA in honor of Evelyn goes towards those expenses. So talk about lodging, that commute. And just now, we're just in the waiting period, right? She hasn't even had the transplant yet. And then we think about for the rest of her lifetime, the medications, the appointments after she has it. And CODA will be with her for her lifetime. It's not just 1 year, it's not just, just until she gets the transplant. It's for life.
While Evelyn has not experienced what we would consider a normal childhood, as she grows up, her mother says she has started to understand what is going on.
I tell her, this is what's going to happen, and she has other kids on the unit that are also waiting for a heart transplant, and they're a little bit older, so I think having somebody close in age to even explain that, it helps her realize that, but she takes it very well. She's a little scared a little bit, but she's just excited to go home.
Evelyn's family was told it would take her 6 to 12 months, possibly even 18, to get the transplant for someone in her age group. It is also important to mention that April is National Donate Life Month. More than 100,000 people are on the national waiting list, with 2,300 on the list in Minnesota alone. There are 17 on the waiting list in Minnesota who are in the age range for pediatric care.
Certainly hoping from the best, Sam. Thank you very much. Evelyn's 6th birthday is coming up in May, and it will be her first one in the hospital. Her mom says it will be Lilo and Stitch themed, and they will be inviting kids from the hospital unit to make it as special of a birthday as possible. If you're interested in donating or sending her a card, we do have links to that on our website, KIMT.com.